So my neighbor only chooses to use a snowblower when I hit record. So if you hear someone in the background, it's my neighbor. Anyways, Conor McGregor confirmed that Michael Chandler will be his return fight. We're gonna read the article. We're gonna talk about this fight. Obviously, it was scheduled multiple times. We're supposed to happen what 3 years ago, something like that. So without further ado, let's read the article. What we do though, if you like the content, subscribe. Again, like the last few months have been insane on this channel. I can't thank you enough. Again, I'm just a crippled kid on the internet making videos about MMA and whatever the fuck I want. So, thank you guys. Hopefully swearing doesn't delist this video. Anyways, uh, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler revive fight talks. Conor McGregor has says the same thing. Despite being in the midst of issues outside of the octagon, Conor McGregor still has his sights set on a return to the cage. The Notorious hasn't competed since suffering a gruesome leg break over 3 years ago. Wow, that was 3 years ago. Holy shit. While there has been much talk of a comeback during that time, nothing has come to fruition. And then constantly linked to Conor McGregor in his absence from the sport has been Michael Chandler. Doubts surrounded the matchup after its cancellation earlier this year, but those fight talks have ramped up once again. Oh my god, I cannot read today. Conor McGregor is currently going through several legal battles, and his planned return to fighting has taken numerous hits through that, though that could change soon. Hoping to light a fire under the Irishman, Michael Chandler took to social media in pursuit of the match. Remembering the cold tub, this is Chandler talking. Remembering the cold tub doing the tough culture challenge. You said I'd be your 20th, Chandler said in a post targeting McGregor. Show up and try me. In a now deleted post, McGregor responded, insisting he's a man of his word. The 36-year-old poured hope on a long rumored clash. It's you, McGregor said in response to Chandler. Rest up and I'll see you at the top. Obviously, mocking Chandler's catchphrase. After years of wasted time, Michael Chandler finally gave up chasing McGregor a few months back. Instead of sitting on the sideline for any longer, Iron decided to accept a rematch with Charles Oliveira. Though the result didn't go his way, Chandler put on a show for the fans, as he often does, and came close to finishing the Brazilian away in the fight. It now looks like the former Bellator champion is willing to wait for Conor McGregor's return yet again. However, with the ongoing situation surrounding McGregor, it remains unclear when he will make the walk to the octagon again. So, now that we read that, now that we know that Conor McGregor is looking for the Michael Chandler fight, first of all, let's talk about why Conor wants to fight Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is now 1-4 in the UFC, losing to Gaethje, Poirier, and Oliveira twice. He beat Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker is now in the top 5, so that win did age well. Conor McGregor, on the other hand, hasn't fought since Dustin Poirier. Shut up. And, you know, with Conor McGregor, and when we've talked about lengths of the trial of everything going on, I do believe the best thing Conor McGregor can do is return to the octagon. A press tour would be perfect for him. You know, come back, be respectful to the media, to Chandler, and to everybody. Maybe do a little shit talking here and there because it is Conor. He is one of the best shit talkers, if not the best shit talker in UFC history. The thing is, though, is that only a few people have been able to leave the UFC. Obviously, he did not leave the UFC on his own terms. He had one of the worst leg breaks in UFC history. I would still put Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman ahead of him, along with a few others. But, like, okay, say this Conor and Chandler fight happens early next year, let's say April, right? Then you have Conor versus Chandler, obviously. If Conor wins, which he does have a chance against Michael Chandler, that's why Michael Chandler is a good opponent, he is right back in there in the mix. The question is, though, does Conor McGregor still have the 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 competitiveness he needs? I'm not saying Conor McGregor isn't a competitor. His business records prove he is a competitor, right? But, like, he saw when he returned against Poirier that the leg kicks innovated greatly. And you see it in every fight night, every pay-per-view. The sport rapidly evolves. I would say MMA is the most evolving sport ever. Like, you look at the NFL, you look at the NBA, NHL, whatever league you want. You're gonna get a few rule changes every couple of years, and that's about it. Well, with MMA, it's new techniques, it's new rules, it's new judging criteria, new gloves, whatever it may be, right? So, like, can you imagine if Conor McGregor returns? At this point, I'm not even going to say he'll return at lightweight. I think it is really unlikely he returns at lightweight. Even though he started off at featherweight, I don't see him cutting down to 155 anytime soon. Healthy, right? So, say, because originally this Chandler fight was scheduled to be at 170, if you guys remember. Say you do this fight at 170, Conor McGregor is what? 2-1. He beat Nate Diaz, lost to Nate Diaz the first time, and then he beat Cowboy, who ended up going on one of the longest losing streaks we've ever seen. I'm not even gonna. I can't even mention his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. It still hurts me to this day. And he lost his title shot over a wire trip. But, like, you see it with Usman, Izzy, Colby Covington, all of these guys that were at the top of the chain, not even 2 years ago. Jorge Masvidal, with his miraculous run in 2019 that he had, right? Is it worth Conor getting more brain damage? Is it worth Conor taking that time away from his family? Because Conor is one of the guys who's smart, and he doesn't bring his family to fights. I know as a fighter it's a cool experience, and if you win, your child will remember that, well, depending on how old they are. they'll see their dad, their mom, whoever, you know, whatever he may be, because fucking, 2024, they have litter boxes in schools now for kids to piss in. Um, that's actually something that is going on at my old high school. By the way, I shit you not. They now have litter boxes, and I forgot who I was talking to us about. Boy, I've had a few people tell me that that's an actual thing. That's not what we're talking about though. Like Connor doesn't need money. Well, maybe he needs money now, but he can go into acting. He can create any business he wants. He's a co-owner of BKFC. Right. What does he have to win? Legacy. If he can come back motivated, right, and go on this miraculous run, and as unlikely as I think this would be, imagine he can knock out Islam Makhachev, and he gets that win. Obviously, we know about Khabib and Conor's rivalry. Well, best friends as I put it. But it would be monumental if he can beat Khabib's protege. And who knows? I know Khabib gave his word to his mom, but maybe we see Khabib for one last fight with Conor McGregor. He is heavy now. I've heard of that. Like he let himself go, as many fighters do. That's not the right word. You know, he lets himself eat what he wants, but he still trains at an unbelievable level. What the hell is going on with my chain? But yeah. For Michael Chandler though, if he could beat Conor, collect the payday, maybe you do a Max Holloway fight. Maybe you do the Justin Gaethje rematch. Dustin Poirier rematch even. Depending on if Dustin Poirier wants to fight again, right? But the story is, and will always be, Conor McGregor. Even when he's out of the sport, he's one of the most talked about, if not the most talked about, fighter of all time. At any point. Right. Conor leaving the fight game was the best thing and worst thing I ever done, right? He made all his money. Then he punched an old man at the bar. Then he threw a dolly at the bus at, what was that, the 226 press conference? Yeah, something around there. And then, obviously, that was used to hype up Khabib. The Khabib fight, which turned out to be the biggest fight of all time. But yeah. I feel like I'm rambling on. But like, as a fan of the sport, right? And I'm not even a big Conor fan. It would be a great story to see the biggest combat sports star ever, I would argue. It's between him, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. I feel like we should put MMA into its own category. But like, you're only gonna get 1 to 3 fights maybe at most. Because what is Conor McGregor? How old is he? Should I say? Conor McGregor is 36. Okay, so 36. When is his birthday? July 14th. So, he fights this year at 36, turns 37. Let's say he does 2 fights this year. Which, wait a minute. No. I completely forgot. Conor McGregor has 2 fights on his deal. I just remembered that. Okay, that completely pivots what I was about to say. So, he does the Chandler fight. He has one fight left on his deal. Win or lose, bring back Nate Diaz, do the Diaz fight. If he wins, maybe you do the BMF fight, but the Max Holloway rematch. Yeah. Shit, I should have remembered that. But yeah. I think my prediction would be we see this fight around International Fight Week. I would say in between March and July would be where he gets booked. Maybe you want to do it on a card not International Fight Week because you already know that International Fight Week will have hype regardless. It will sell regardless. You can do John Jones versus Aspinall, Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev. Maybe you do the super fight, which I don't think the UFC will do before Aspinall gets a shot, unless John Jones is serious about relinquishing the heavyweight title. I don't know. I still think John Jones wants to beat Stipe's record for consecutive title defenses, which Tom Aspinall will probably break when John Jones retires. But yeah, that's a different topic. We've already covered that quite numerous times on this channel. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Conor McGregor reassuring Michael Chandler that he is the guy he will return to the cage with? And who do you pick in this fight? And what fights would you like to see after? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, later.